after the touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Gives to the first man through. Watt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz going to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. The fullback Watt with a run. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Wentz. He's got it. Touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Shark hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both large. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Rodgers on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and inches.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Akers back-to-back catches.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Wentz. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be fourth down.
I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit, because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
2nd and 6. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Colts send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, good move.
That's a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Wentz now to throw. It's complete to Watt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
The pass. Complete to Nico Collins. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. Now, would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group was ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Another carry in the game for the fullback Watt.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Wentz. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now. Here's it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And here comes the Texans now.
And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to
It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection. Now on the clock, the Texans. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock.